I am getting another master's degree. Why? As it turns out, there are a lot of answers, one of which is my intellect is atrophying within the American public education system. This is a sentence that I think a lot, and being around professors is going to be good for the development of my brain. For those keeping score at home, I have a master's degree in bioethics as well as a bachelor's degree dualed in physics and philosophy. I'm going to start on Monday at Washington University to get a master's in education. Part of why my intellect is atrophying, eroding, decaying away is because teaching is so much of putting out fires. In the context of the national teacher shortage, and in the context of working in Ferguson-Florissant district, where there are not enough resources to go around because of the history of racism in this country, there's just too many jobs and not enough hands to make the thing work. So when you're on too many committees and you're picking up the slack from too many people, you don't read as much. Or rather, I read, let me show you what I read over the last couple of years. Like this entire shelf of freaking fantasy, man. Like I read thousands and thousands of pages of, oh no, we're dropping stuff. Sorry, Brandon, I didn't mean to. I read thousands and thousands of pages of Brandon Sanderson. I read with James Islington. I read Octavia Butler. I read a bunch of, I read Dune again. I read all these things for fun, but I didn't have the intellectual energy around to push myself because it was so hard to carve out space for that in the context of teaching. A couple of books that I cite repeatedly on this channel are The Broken Heart of America and Fatal Invention. This is a history book about St. Louis specifically, and this is a book about the history of medical discrimination in America. And these books were freaking hard to read. It was a lot of labor to work through all these pages, to understand, to look for patterns, to see, it's intellectual labor to make content. And I didn't actually fully understand that, ironically, when I was a full-time content creator, which is just a strange realization to have. A lot of the master's is going to just be intensely practical. It's going to help me get my lessons in order. It's going to help me grade stuff and analyze data better. It's going to help me with student relations and parent relationships and all these different things that are components of teaching. It's going to require some intellectual humility from me to go in as an 8th year teacher and be a beginner again. I'm already feeling the resistance and the cockiness and the well, I should be able to, and when I'm reading, I have really good habits around I will write in the margins shut up, Charlie, listen, hermeneutics of charity. When I explain Hans Georg Gadamer's concept of hermeneutics of charity in one of my other videos, I have built intellectual habits around intellectual humility in the context of reading, and it's grad school in philosophy did not help. Grad school in philosophy taught me to entrench myself and defend my position, and ethics degree at the graduate level is going to be very different from an education degree at the graduate level, and I'm excited, but I'm also it's also going to be a lot. Or rather put differently, I am excited because it is going to be a lot. I know myself pretty well in my mid-30s now, and I do better under a little bit more pressure than I think I can stand. That is where I grow, and it's where my brain is going to get sharpened by other people who are also sharpening their brains. And I'm excited to take you along for that journey. Have a great day.